A couple of years ago, I lost my job on New Year's Eve. I used to work as a federal security officer, and it was a pretty good job. I made good money, but I hated every day I was there because my managers were really terrible. They micromanaged like crazy, and every day I came to work, I was had to look over my shoulder, and every minute felt like an eternity. So when I lost my job for a really silly reason, I wasn't too sad about that. But um, I needed to have something because at the time I had 8 apartments that I was currently renovating, um, and the housing market was doing really terrible. I was short tenants, so I needed to get this work done, and I also needed to go to school. Thankfully, the GI Bill, it gives me some money every month, but it was only giving me about $1,200 a month at the time, and I needed more money than that, being that I had a family and all these renovations to do. So the best thing I could think of was to get a part-time job at Lowe's. Well, Lowe's was right down the street. So it's my first day at work at Lowe's, and I'm really happy to be there. I'm working in the flooring department. Everyone's real happy to have me because there's so many of these heavy boxes, heavy tile boxes, heavy flooring boxes, and I'm a big guy, so I'm working with this little lady. She's super sweet. Actually, everyone in there was pretty nice. And so, like I said, it's my first day at work, and lunchtime comes around, and this guy who works in the electrical department comes up to me. He has this badge that says manager on him, and he hands me a phone. He goes, "Here's my phone." I say, "What's this?" He says, "I'm going to lunch. I'll see you in an hour." So I'm like, "Okay." Take the phone, and for the next 2 hours, which is how long this guy is gone, I have the whole store calling me. I got people in the electrical department calling me, asking me electrical questions I have no clue about. I still have this flooring department I'm taking care of. Plus, I got all these other people who work in the store who, have questions about stuff they need in electrical that I have no clue to answer about. Well, come to find out, nobody likes this guy, and he's not really a manager. He's like an assistant manager. I'm sorry, a department manager. So come to find out, he does this all the time, and everybody is really tired of it. So 2 hours goes by. He comes back. He comes out up to me with his hand held out like this, like he doesn't even say anything, just like expecting me to give the phone back. So I walk up to him, I take the phone, and I slam it down on his hand, and I stay there and I hold it, and I say, "Do not ever give me this phone again." And I let go, and I turn and walk away. And he's like, "Come with me." I say, "Okay, let's go." So we go back up to the front of the store, go in the office, and there's two other managers who are actually real managers in there. And he's crying and complaining and saying how he wants to file charges. He's holding up his hand. He's like, "Look how red my hand is." It's not red. And so he's like, "Tell him what you did. Tell him what you did." And I just stand there. I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And the other two managers have these little funny grins on their faces, and they're like, "Okay, we're taking this seriously, and you guys should write a statement and everything." Anyway, I go back out, and I have just a great day. The lady who works in my department was elated. She was just so happy that finally someone stood up to this guy. And for the rest of the time I worked at Lowe's, I never had a single problem. That guy never gave me a problem again. None of the other managers gave me a problem. And honestly, I just ended up loving my job for the 6 months I was there.